Now I gotta start over. You believe that? I just made the beginning to this video, and now I gotta start it over.
The nerve.
The baby, he found it. All right, so I bought him this non-toxic marker where he can do all these things, and it comes right off. It's non-toxic. It's made with like fruit juice or something. So, not that I'm gonna let him eat it or nothing, but it's made with all natural ingredients, so it's good to go. And yes, and he's having a ball with it, right, baby? You having a ball with that marker? Oh, yeah, to the power of Grayskull. Woo, yes. So today, I want to just talk about a couple of things that I have on my mind, because it's always good to talk about how you feel. You know, regardless of the things that I've been through in my life, I always wake up with a lot of hope, a lot of positivity, unless, of course, I have my monthly, then that's another story. Most women get moody when they got their period. But I always usually get up very happy, like I said. I'm usually get up like dancing, singing, jumping around. You know, everyone has their off days, but for the most part, that's my personality. It takes a lot to bring me down, because I know that God has a plan for me in my life, so I can provide for my son and redeem myself for my other children. And that is all I want to do. I want to redeem myself for my other kids so they know who I am. Because it's important to me in my heart. It breaks my heart that my son hates me. It breaks my heart that he wants to kill me, and I don't deserve to be treated like that. I love my kids, you know. I understand he's angry, but he shouldn't be angry with me. And these adopted parents are really brainwashing my kids, and it's scary, guys. It's scary. Papi, roll my window down a little bit, please. I don't have control of my window, so I have to ask you to do that. It's very scary when you have 3 children that are living with an adoptive family, and you're not allowed to see your kids, and you don't know God what they're telling my kids. You know, it's scary for me, because my son, like I said, he reached out to me. Tito, relax, calm down.
Here, man.
You're stuck because you gotta, God forgive me, I'm not being mean to Tito, but Tito, is that gonna get you moving anymore? Go around them, baby.
I can,
yes, you can. Go around.
I'm not going
Tito,
that way.
go
I'm going
around.
this way.
But you can go that way and around. Look, there's another way.
It's a fucking bus.
Okay,
it's
calm down.
Fucking moron. Idiot.
Unbelievable. Listen to me. I'm trying to help you. You see, I'm the backstreet driver, guys. I know people can't stand those things, but me, I am an excellent driver. I get in and out of traffic like nobody's business, and I never hit nobody. I got into one accident in my life, and that's because I was coming back from the other methadone program on Long Island.
Fucking bullshit, man.
And I was in a rush, and I wasn't thinking, and I pressed the gas instead of the brake, and I T-boned somebody, and that's the only accident, and that was stupidity on my part, and everybody makes mistakes. That's the only accident I've ever been in my life.
Stupid boss, that's what it is.
Besides, there was one other time that this is what happened, guys. Chrissy, you remember when you came out from Long Island with my mother when I had pneumonia to Lincoln Hospital to bring me back home? And I'll never forget what you did for me that day, ever. I was like, I know I was messed up then, and I probably didn't show my appreciation as I should have, but my brain wasn't all there, and I just want you to know I appreciate that. I really do, more than a lot of other things in my life with other people. I have to say, with you, you've always been a support system for me. You've always been good to me, and you always looked out for me, even with, and I love you for advice, because you're very, very smart, and you have a way with people that I don't have. Like, I'm a goofball, I joke around, and I have that. But certain people just have a way of communicating. And I think my problem is I'm good with talking to people about certain things, situations, you know, that are problematic and whatnot. But some people have a gift to talk to people and just common stuff. I don't really have that so much because I never really had a lot of friends. And when people don't have a lot of friends, they really don't know how to communicate with people in the correct manner. Let's put it to you that way. And that's why when you came to the hospital, you were talking to the doctors and stuff, and I was so happy that you did that. Like, you were concerned about that, and that really touched my heart so much. I want to thank little Shelly. She was little. She gave me her bed when I moved in with you and Annie Lane and my Uncle Mike. You gave me your bed. You know, when you were just a little kid, and you did that. You were so cute too, with your long, beautiful chestnut brown hair, which was pinned straight, and you had it parted in the middle, and you just were so beautiful. So beautiful. Remember the house in Middle Island, the upstairs loft? Chrissy had her bedroom, and you had the other part of the bedroom to the side. You gave me that part of your room. I was like, that's what family's about. That's the whole thing. And I appreciate that too. I never forgot that. Never forgot. It's like you guys were my family more than my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father was adopting a kid and had just lost my children, and I was really in a very vulnerable place. But you know, Chrissy, I didn't use drugs then. You know that. I smoked weed, yes, but I was not into drugs. I didn't even know really what that shit was. No idea. I was very ignorant to drugs. Never forget that. I'll never forget that Uncle Mike took me in, and he was more of a father to me at that time than my own father. My father, when I was growing up, was very, very, very mean in some ways, but he was just an old-fashioned, strict dean, you know what I'm saying? And he knew what I went through as a child, and he was the only one that did put, honey, you can't have my lipstick, baby. I'm sorry. No, not again. How you keep getting my lipsticks? You going in my bag. Come on, baby. Don't do that, baby. You can play with your edible marker. This you cannot have. No, my love. Please don't do that right now, sweetheart. Please, honey. No, baby. I can't allow it, honey. I can't allow you to have that, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I can't. Weenie bee. All right. See, that's what being a parent is about. You got to deal with a lot of this. But I'm very good with him in the sense. Like, I don't let it annoy me when he gets like that. All kids get like that. Okay, listen to me. Calm down. It's okay. Honey, you can't have the lipstick. Okay, because you get it all over your face like you did the other day. And I can't allow that, honey. Please. Right? Let's look for an alternative. Where's your marker? Alright. So like I said, guys, hold on. Let me try to help the baby. What do you got there? Give me that. Silly Willy. Here's your marker. Here, baby. Here. Good boy. Good job. Oh, it's not good enough for you? Oh, Lord. So like I said, guys, my son, he's very rambunctious, and he likes to draw, and that's good for him, and I encourage that. But with lipstick, the thing is he'll put it on his face, and it stained his eye the other day, and I had to really work hard to get that off, and it that's, I don't want that because it doesn't look right. So as I said, my father was very, very strict when I was growing up. My stepmother was no bargain. She was very, very mean. She was happy. She was a happy drunk. But when she did not drink, she was a totally different person, and she was very, very mean to me. She would squeeze my face really hard, dig her nails. I would get punished every summer. I was never allowed to have friends. I went to so many different schools. I went to 10 different schools, not including homeschool. So that was another issue. I was always the outcast. I was always the new kid. Girls did not like me. They hated me. And then the boys that I had as friends, I was very flirtatious, I'm not going to lie, because I was promiscuous, because I was abused. And kids, usually that are sexually abused at a very young age, become very promiscuous. They become either introvert, like my sister. My sister Diane became because me and her have totally different personalities. My sister Diane, she's a wonderful person. She wouldn't hurt a fly. Me and her have a lot in common in that sense. We love animals and we would help anybody. But my sister, she turned the other way. As I turned outward, she turned inward. No, you can't have that. That's makeup. Sweetie, babe, relax. Honey, please, baby. You can't have my makeup, honey. You're not a girl, first of all, and second of all, you can't draw with makeup all over the place, baby. It's not right. Please, honey, you can use your marker. I'm very lenient with you. Be satisfied with that. Please, honey. Please, Daddy's trying to clean this truck out. We have the cat, Sweetie, sometimes he doesn't listen to me because I'm very lackadaisical with him. I don't discipline him that much because I feel bad. That face, look at that face, guys. How can I say no to that face? But with certain things, you have to say no. You have to put your foot down because then they'll never take no for an answer. So, with dangerous stuff, I don't play that game. I don't let him play with things that he's not supposed to. Like right now, I'm trying to, convince him not to want to play with my lipstick and whatnot. Honey, I'm sorry, baby. I can't allow you to play with Mommy's lipstick. I can't. You can play with your marker. Please, my love, be reasonable. Please, honey. Look, I got an idea. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I'm going to let him draw this. Wait, stay still, honey. Look at this. Look at that. Yes, good boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, so, guys, having a kid sometimes is not easy, but I love my son, and I wouldn't change him for all the tea in China, as the old Guineas would say. Look what he's doing. See, he's drawing on the panel, and he's fine now, because he's very artistic. He's like me. Lydia? Roll up that window, Val. You see the cat? See, guys, like I said, we live in the shelter, and the cat is not allowed. They do not allow pets. So, unfortunately, my cat has to sleep inside the truck every night, which is better than nothing. It's better than him being out in the cold. We had another vehicle before this, but unfortunately, I don't want to get into all that, but I told Tito not to go to a dealership, especially an old used truck, but I left it up to him, and he made a big mistake by going to this dealership because it was just so much money was wasted into that truck. It was old and it just made no sense, and I was like, you can just pay in one shot. And it's not like they had guaranteed warranties. It's not like it was a truck that, okay, it's a good deal because if it breaks down, they'll fix it right away. No, they only had a 1-month warranty, and I don't even want to say the rest because my blood pressure goes up when I think about it. But anyway, now we have this truck. It's a 96 Eddie Bauer edition Ford Explorer. It's automatic. And it's a decent vehicle. It's just, it's old. You know what I'm saying? And it's seen its day, but the engine's starting to knock a little bit. But it gets us to A to B. So that's the main idea, So like I was saying, my father was very, very strict. He didn't allow me to really do anything. I was always very confined to the house. Like, And I wasn't even allowed to ride my bike. Like, I just always wanted to ride my bike around the block. I wasn't allowed. Like, you know, when you confine a child so much, they turn outward. Well, see, that's what happened with me.
I'll bring you
Papi,
home.
leave him alone. Leave the cat alone. He's not doing nothing wrong, baby. He's just sitting in the front with you. What's the matter? He misses our company. Now, if he was jumping all over you in the steering wheel, I'd say, okay, I understand, but he's just sitting there. He's not bothering anybody. Tito.
Baby, what? I'm not doing anything. What are you talking?
Oh, all right. That's our Lidio. You know, that's our other son. That's my baby. Where's the Lidio? Say hi, Lidio. Say hi to your family, Lidio. What happened, baby? What's the matter? Sweetie bee, what happened? What's the matter, my love? What happened, baby? Tell mommy. You want your bottle? Can I have his bottle, honey, please?
Where it was in your bag? I put it in your bag? Or I put it over? I don't know.
Tito.
When I put it inside the car, I put it in here somewhere.
Come on, Papi. Papi, I need the baby's bottle. Come on. You're the one who put it away. See, don't say you don't know where it is. That's irresponsible. That's not right.
Okay, I didn't know.
Okay, well, you have to know. Or if you don't want that responsibility, give it to me and I'll take care of the bottle. Thank you. Yes, he wanted his bottle, everybody. See? Wait, my poor baby. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. So I guess being, you know, confined all the time to the house, even in the summertime, you know, they did put a pool in the backyard when I turned, I think, 11 years old. But still, it's like I wasn't even allowed to be in the pool. There was torch. I used to have to look out from my window and see everyone swimming and having a good time and not be allowed to partake in the summer festivities. That was, I had it really rough in the sense, in all the aspects as a child, but when I'm talking about upbringing type, I had it very, very hard. I was, you know, like I said, it wasn't like I had a typical, you know, childhood, besides the abuse. I'm just talking about, let's say I didn't get abused. Let's say we're just talking about how I was raised. I was raised in a very strange way, you know. My mom was very lackadaisical. My mom would let me do anything. I had no balance, is what I'm trying to say. And my father, on the other hand, was too strict. So it's like it went from my father, and then when I went to visit my mother, I was allowed to do anything. You know, a child has to have a balance. Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, a kid has to have a balance of being able to explore their personality and, you know, have fun and be a kid. You know, be rambunctious, be, you know, explorers, you know, be artists, play with your toys and use your imagination. And I've always had a really vivid and extravagant imagination. My imagination still is that way. I still have a crazy imagination. And I love that about myself, that I can imagine things and just come up with all of these different concepts, or even just imagine goofy stuff. You know, I imagine the most goofiest things sometimes, and I entertain myself. And I appreciate that gift that God has given me. So I believe not only from the sexual abuse, but from being, you know, not being able to explore my personality to the extent that I should have as a child, left me like a bottle of soda that you shake up and it builds up and then explodes. That's really what happened to me. When I finally moved back with my mom when I was 12 years old, even before, you know, Mike started putting his hands on me, You know, I was just so happy to have freedom, even just a little bit, even though I was allowed to really do whatever I wanted at that point. But just a little bit of freedom was like, it was everything. I felt so excited. It was like an adventure. And I had one good friend that lived in the area. Her name was Amanda Murphy. And she was the only friend I've ever had as a kid growing up. The only friend I've ever had. Yep. She was loyal to me. She wasn't a backstabber. You know, sometimes you get those friends, they act like they're your friends, and you do anything for them, and then they wind up talking behind your back and backstabbing you and then just flat leaving you. Remember that? I was flat left like so many times. And when I went to school, like I said, I went to let me see how many elementary schools. I went to preschool, 2 preschools. I know that doesn't count, I'm just saying. Let me see. I went to North Coleman Road. Then I went to Love Christian Academy. Then I went to North Shore Christian Academy. Then I went back to North Coleman Road. Then I moved in with my dad and I went to Shore Avenue. And then Alden Terrace. Those were 2 more elementary schools. So, how many elementary schools is that? 1, 2 are the same but went back and forth. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 elementary schools. Yep. Let's see how many, 6, I'm sorry. Let's see how many middle schools I went to. I went to Selden Middle School. I went to Dornwood Middle School. Then I went to Ward Melville Middle School. Then I moved in with my mom. I went to the school out there for like a week. And it was very difficult for me. Then I had to meet with the Board of Education, and they put me in a school for an alternative school, a BOCES school, for kids with behavioral problems. Yeah. This was called Greeley Avenue. It was a school for the misfits, guys. I kid you not. This school only had 5, 6 kids in a classroom with 2 teachers. Oh yes, it was one of those. Very, very. It was like something out of a movie. Look at my baby. After that, I'm sorry. Before that, I got homeschooled. I believe so. It's either one or the other. It's either I went to Greeley at first and then I got homeschooled, or the other way around. But either way, that's how many schools I went to, guys. And every time I went to school, it was in the middle of the year. It was so difficult to adjust, because not only did I have to adjust to a new environment, I had to adjust to new teachers, I had to adjust to a new school, and I had to, most importantly, to a kid. When you're growing up, kids can be very cruel. And to come from the situation that I came from, all that abuse, and then not have a friend to be in school with on a long time period, it's really, really hard. You know, I remember going to school and I felt so alone. I felt like I felt so alone. And the only ones that wanted to be friends with me, sometimes, girls would become my friends, and then I would do anything for them. I would do, I'm talking about anything, because I just wanted them to be my friend so bad that I just wanted to show them I'm a good person. Please, don't flatter me. And they would always wind up hurting me. It didn't matter how good I was to them, how nice I was to them. Papi, let me get the baby ready first. Close the door, honey. Ugh. It didn't matter how good I was to them, how nice I was to them. It didn't matter. They always turned on me, no matter what. It was really sad. And I didn't deserve it because I never did anything to these girls. I would, like I said, I would give them, if they wanted something of mine, I would give it to them. I was always giving, because I thought, you know, not that I had a bad personality and then I was giving stuff away to, you know, balance that out so they can remain my friend. No, I was really a lot of fun to be around. I mean, I have a really good personality. I mean, I think I do. I hope you'd agree. You know, I know how to crack jokes and I'm not stupid. I can give really good advice. You know, I'd be there for you like nobody's business. And Tito knows, because Tito knows I've always been the best of friend to him. I just always wanted someone to be my friend. And I know that sounds like, oh, how sad. But I'm just being honest. You know, I'm being really, really, really honest right now. All I wanted was someone to be my friend, for real, and not pretend they were my friend. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. I want to thank my cousins for watching me. I want to thank my friend from New Zealand for watching me. I want to thank my sister Dee Dee. Hi Dee Dee, for watching me. Thank you, Dee Dee. I said to my sister, I said, Dee Dee, now that you know, about me in that light, because she really didn't know about my lifestyle that happened with me. She didn't know. And now that she knows, I said, Dee Dee, you feel any different about me? I'm like the modern day Mary Magdalene. And she said to me, no, I don't feel any different about you. She said, you're a good person. You're not evil. And that touched my heart. All right, guys, 27 minutes. I got to go. God bless you. Good talk. It feels so good to talk to you guys and have someone to communicate with. And let's hope everything works out with this plan, my game plan, right, guys? Thank you for rooting for me. Thank you for being on my side. I appreciate it. Come on, Weedy B. Say bye to your friend. No, baby, that's dangerous. Say hi, say bye, everybody. Say bye, Weedy B. All right, guys. Bye.